Hey there, it's Sam. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing something a little bit different. As you can see, we are not on Harmony today. This is indeed the Happy Home Paradise Island, so I'm going to be doing a vacation home. I'm going to be picking one of the cuties here on the beach or maybe inside the cafe and designing a cute little home for them. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start looking at our options for villagers here. And in case you can't tell, this is a voiceover. I did record my gameplay and my voice at different times, so just in case things aren't matching up exactly, that is why. But right here, this was hilarious. So there's Tank, and he is desperate for a vacation home. Look at this. I'm trying to acquaint myself with these other villagers, and he's just chasing me. Have you guys seen this? Like, I've never had this happen before where a villager just is determined. And he wouldn't stop until I talked to him. But I wasn't liking his idea and I wasn't really feeling Tank here, so I chose maybe another time and we moved on. But yeah, that was crazy. I never saw that before. So anyways, I was just making sure there was no one else on the beach, and now we're going to head into my cafe. I usually have a good bit of luck inside my cafe. And so we come in, I immediately see Shino. Shino's not my girl, I know she's popular, don't come for me, I just don't like her. But then I saw this beauty, Puddles. I mean, I'm not a fan of a lot of the frogs in the game, but look at her, she's beautiful. The pinks and like, oh, I loved it. And then her name was Puddles, and I just knew. I was like, yes, okay, we're building Puddles vacation home today. So we're getting this all set up here. I am going to select I've got ideas, just a preference of mine. I did so many homes strictly following the themes the villagers set, so now I just kind of like to have my creative freedom. But yeah, we're gonna go talk to Lottie, pick out the vacation lot, and I will see you guys over there. And here we are, arriving at Puddles' new vacation home. The lot that I selected is actually in the upper right-hand corner of the map. It is in the winter season area, but I did decide to change the season to spring. I just felt like it was prettier in spring and it kind of resonated more with Puddles. Her being a frog, it just made more sense. So, but I love this lot. I love that the river kind of encases or encircles the vacation home, and then there's that waterfall in the background. I just thought it was sophisticated and perfect for Puddles, who is a frog. It made sense that there would be water. And with that, we are going to be heading inside. Just a personal preference of mine, I like to do the inside of the home first before moving to the outside. I think it just helps dictate what the outside will look like once I've set the vibe for the inside. So what I am thinking for our girl Puddles, she seems sophisticated. I mean, look at her style, just perfection. So I don't know why, but I've really been resonating with a challenge I've been seeing a lot on other Animal Crossing content creators, which is the Studio Apartment Challenge. And I'm kind of thinking we're going to do that today. So I'm going to go ahead and get my design aspect open. We're going to size up the room, make it an 8x8 square. I think that's pretty typical for the Studio Apartment Challenge. I am going to remove the windows because I feel like they get in the way with partition walls and all that good stuff. So I think this is the base that we're going to work on. And I am going to work on the layout kind of off camera for you guys. Layouts take me forever and I didn't want to bore you with that. So I will be right back and hopefully I'll have the layout all secured and we'll talk about it. Okay, well that took me entirely too long, but that is as per usual for me. But this is kind of what I was thinking for the layout. Pretty simple. I'm not talented enough to have these super complicated layouts. That's just, I'm not good at it. Maybe in the future. But anyways, I guess you can sign a C here. What I am thinking over here is a living and kitchen kind of combo up here in the front, living room to the left, kitchen on the right. So pretty simple, and then we're going to move on back, and this back kind of area, back left, is going to be our bedroom, and then a bathroom to the right. So yeah, pretty simple. And then that little sectioned off area in the corner, I think I want that to be like a clothing room area, walk-in closet, laundry moment, I don't know. We get more into that later. But yeah, this is kind of the basic layout. I also already did the wallpaper and flooring because that also takes me forever to settle upon something that I really like. So I did an accent wall on that one side, white subway tile on the rest of the walls, and then this kind of, I think it was the dark herringbone floor. So yeah, this is what we're working with, and we're gonna go ahead and jump in and start placing some furniture. So I am speeding up this process, this part of the video of placing the furniture, because I kid you not, the original recording was an hour and 35 minutes long. I'm not fast when it comes to placing furniture, it's not my strong suit. But here I am, I'm working on the living room. It ended up turning out to be more sleek and modern. Same over here with the kitchen, with the counters, and that kind of combination. I think it's called the system kitchen unit. Got the refrigerator in there, and then I struggled finding a table. I tried so many different options. I thought about having a bar moment, and yeah, the diner options only come in like this ivory white, and it didn't match the rest of the white, so OCD couldn't handle that. So we just went ahead and went with the cool side table. Had a moment finding some chairs, decided on the bar stools. I think I chose them in the black. Yep, there they are. And then that little rug. So this is what we're looking at here for our living and kitchen, at least the big base furniture. And then we move quite right on into the bedroom. I fell in love with this colorway of the dreamy bed. I didn't know that existed, the cherries. Oh, I loved it, and I was so happy I found that colorway. It was perfect. In case you haven't noticed, the kind of color scheme here is very black and white and neutral, but Puddles is pink and like a magenta, and I feel like red also works very well with those two colors. And in her order, the furniture and items that come with Puddles in her inventory all had those similar colorways and those schemes. It was a lot of dreamy and cute furniture, so I tried to kind of carry that through in my design. And you see here, I struggled in this back little corner. It just wasn't quite big enough. It wasn't 2 squares wide. It was like 1.5, and I'm like trying to figure out how I could make it work. Maybe make it a laundry room. That wasn't working. I tried putting the dresser back there. It was a minute before I figured out how I wanted it. But I think eventually you'll see here I ditched the laundry room idea and I decided to go with a vanity. And I went with a vanity that kind of matches the little nightstand at the foot of the bed. I felt like that made it all cohesive. And for the moment, there is a cherry blossom plant right there. And then I moved right along into the bathroom, and I thought this sink was perfect for a little studio apartment. I thought a shower would work, but it was just too big, so we ditched that idea. And we went ahead and we did this tub. It's probably one of my favorite tubs for like a pretty homey place. And then also worked on a toilet. Messed with the colors a little bit, but decided to stick with all white. And then we added some lighting. I loved this cute lamp. I liked it in a couple different colors, but it just did not match the style. So I decided to go with the lava lamp in the living room, and then this floor lamp next to the bed. I liked how that looked. So yeah, now I'm adding some plants because every studio apartment needs some plants. Put one there in the living room, that kind of ferny plant, and then got rid of that cherry blossom. Didn't like it and thought this is kind of where the idea was born, to have a little plant corner back there. I fit one monstera plant, and then when we get to the wall decor, I do hang a terrarium hanging planter there. So it's like a little plant corner. And then I discovered these cherry lights, and man, these had a hold on me. They ended up being all over the interior of this house because, you know, it ties in with the comforter on her bed, and it's the red with that was kind of becoming a moment with the color scheme in this build. So yeah, those cherry lights ended up being on, I think, almost every single wall in this build. So yeah, and then here I am trying to incorporate some more of the dreamy items, that dreamy shelf there, in the same colorway as the bed. And got a little radiator in there. Again, I like to make things as homey as possible, as real to life as possible, and a lot of my Happy Home Paradise builds. So that's what I'm working on here. I got a TV up there for the living room, another cherry light. I thought an exit sign was cool because, again, studio apartment, I felt like in an apartment you have to have an exit sign. And then we started working on some kitchen clutter. Probably one of my favorite things because there is quite a lot you can put in your kitchen. I have a ventilation fan there. That I think that's the cute heart, or so the cute clock. And then I did those shelves, those iron shelves, to kind of look like open shelving cabinets in the kitchen, did a shower head, got this cute little picture in there, and then I was on to ceiling decor and I discovered these bad boys. And I went a little crazy at first and put them like in the living room and the bedroom, and then decided just to keep them over the bed, but they were super cute. Did a ceiling fan, was working on just some lighting. I like the studio, those like studio lights in the living room. That vibe in the living room was very modern, and the bedroom was a little bit more playful and chic. And same with the bathroom and kitchen were just more simple, a little bit more minimal. And then I moved on to kind of my last step in my process, which is the like smaller cluttering pieces. Again, I love doing the kitchen because there's just so many options. I tried to find things with pops of red. So the kitchen kind of ended up being black, white, silver, and then these pops of red in the appliances and the rug and the food. And I really liked how that came out. Gave it kind of a retro vibe a little bit. And then it took me forever to figure out what I wanted my music player to be. It was this little like modern, I don't know, tubular speaker for a minute, and I liked that. And then I also had to add a rotary phone. That is a must in all of my builds. It's one of my favorite items, and it comes in so many cute colors. So that went there on the TV console table. Decided to get rid of that speaker and found this record player in the most perfect magenta pink. It matched to a T, so that stayed. Then we got a full-length mirror because Puddles is giving fashion influencer, so she needs her mirror. And then I just wanted a little bit of clutter on that nightstand. I tried out a few different things, and then I think I did settle on actually the cute speaker. So we do have two different music playing devices in here. You'll see that in a second. There it is, because I liked the color of it. It added a little cute element. And here we are. Puddles' finished studio apartment. Here is the ever so popular bird's eye view. Get a good view of the layout, the flow of the whole place. It is mostly functional. There are only a few spots in here that Puddles cannot access, but I was willing to make that sacrifice for the cuteness factor and for the aesthetic, so totally happy with that. Overall, I'm very proud of how this came out, very happy with it. It did get me out of my comfort zone with the color scheme and also the overall style of this place. But yeah, I did record the little video montage of Puddles moving into her home and getting a little taste of it. So we're gonna go ahead and play that. I hope you guys find it as cute as I do. I am happy to report that Puddles loves her new vacation home. Right here, this is what I did on the outside of her home. I chose not to record the process of me designing this, as this video would have been ridiculously long. But yeah, very cute, very simple, kind of stuck with the same color scheme. She's got some seating areas, some pretty flowers, a bicycle. If you're curious about the lighthouse and what purpose it serves, absolutely nothing other than it matched the colors and it looks cute. But yeah, I think with that is just about all I had for today's video, and here we are. There is our Nico boy, there's Puddles, and then Ham, of course, and we are ready to say our goodbyes. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you so much. That means a lot. If you did enjoy this, please drop a like and a comment. I love to hear feedback. I would also, if you're interested in more Animal Crossing content, consider subscribing to my channel. I would be ecstatic about that. Little spoiler, I am trying to get things ready for streaming. It's kind of a little goal for me, so we'll see if that happens anytime soon. But again, thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.